Yo's me, boy, Shonen Boy here today. I'm here today to talk about the latest chapter of One Piece, chapter 1069. We owe it all to Desire, I think it is called. Yeah, and the cover page for this chapter is one of the underground brokers, and he is apparently a part of Mads, or he's associated with Mads, or something like that. But I don't really care about this. I just want to talk about what happened in this chapter, and I'm going to go straight into this right now. Luffy versus Lucci, Gear 5 Luffy versus Lucci and his new awakened state, cat fruit modeled leopard awakened form, and he looks literally like Gear 5, just with the leopard print on, and he has black flames around him. Like, I literally cannot think straight after this chapter. There is so much that happens that I'm just like, wait, what? Nani? What the fuck happened in this chapter? Like, holy shit. Like, dude, like, Lucci is an awakened fucking fruit. Like, he has an awakened fruit, and he's like a regular Zoan. He's a regular Zoan fruit, okay? And his awakened form looks exactly like, Gear 5 Luffy, just with a leopard print on his, and black flames. Don't get me wrong, his design looks cool as fuck. Lucci's design for his new awakened form looks sick as fuck. I love the black flames around him and everything like that. It looks really sick. But this does not make any motherfucking sense how Lucci is awakened and he can square up with Gear 5 Luffy. That makes no sense. Like what is this shit? What is this shit? What am I reading right now? And this whole thing about Luffy, so in this chapter, after, we get the reveal of, Lucci's new form, his awakened form, they talk about the Sun God Nika form, and they talk about Luffy's Devil Fruit, okay? And Dr. Vegapunk says that there's no Gumma no fruit in the Cyclopedia of the Devil Fruits. Okay, whatever. Yeah, okay, that makes sense because Luffy's fruit is not the Gumma no Mi anymore. It is the Sun God Nika fruit, and we learned about this. And he never had the Gumma no fruit. It was never a Paramecia. Okay, so from this chapter, he was never a Paramecia. He was always an awakened Zoan. I guess not awakened, but he was always a mythical Zoan user of the Sun God Nika fruit. And now that he's awakened, I guess his fruit is fully realized, and now he can just go into Gear 5 whenever he wants to, because he literally just goes into Gear 5 like that. He doesn't go Gear 2nd. He doesn't go Gear 3rd. He doesn't go Gear 4th or anything like that. He just goes Gear 5 straight up, and he's versing Lucci. Like, this is crazy. This makes no sense. I don't understand this. What the fuck? Like, seriously, like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say, honestly. And then Dr. Vegapunk goes on to explain how all Devil Fruits are created by the Sun God Nika. I guess you could say, like, they're all created out of imagination, and they're all created and they're all based on humanity's evolution. And they also say that anybody who eats a Devil Fruit lives a totally alien existence. Alien space. What the fuck? Okay, we're going to space. This is happening. I don't care what anyone else says. We're going to space at some point in the One Piece story. And it has to do with Devil Fruits. And it has to do probably with the One Piece and something like that. Probably with the Void Century as well. This is all connected into one thing. Like, Oda, what are you cooking? What are you smoking? And what are you cooking when it comes to the Void Century and the Devil Fruits and the One Piece? Like, honestly, dude, like, what is this? What is this shit? Like, oh man, this is nutty. This is nutty. This is gonna screw with so many people, and this is gonna screw with me for so long, because we have a break next week. Because if you don't know, Oda's going on a couple of breaks throughout the end of the year, which makes sense because Christmas is coming up. You know, we want Oda to have his breaks. We want him to spend time with his family and everything like that for Christmas. Everybody should be able to spend time with their families at Christmas, so that's okay. I don't mind. But you cannot drop this, Oda, on us when you have a break. Like, it's... like, you know? Like, seriously. So, yeah. So Lucci and Luffy are battling it out, and Lucci, like, honestly, like, we're gonna have to put him, you know, up, you know, in the power scaling, because he's squaring off against fucking, you know, Luffy in Gear 5. He's squaring off against him, like, he's got to be in top 10. He's got to be in the top 10. Strongest, you know, like, he's got to be in top 10. If he's versing Luffy, in Gear 5, he's got to be in the top 10 strongest One Piece characters. Like, or at least in the top 20. Like, you know, at least in the top 20. Like, I don't understand this. I thought coming into this chapter, Luffy would need, like, I don't know, Gear 4th or something like that to take on Lucci. But no, he's literally squaring up against Gear 5 Luffy, and Lucci is in his awakened form. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like, honestly, what the fuck? And then we see Sentomaru with the Seraphims. We get to see the Seraphims. We get to see Mihawk, Seraphim. We get to see the Boa Seraphim, and we also get to see the Jinbe Seraphim. And they all look really cool. I really like the designs of the Seraphims, and they all look cool. And Sentomaru's commanding them, and we get a hierarchy of, like, who commands the Seraphims. Basically, it's the 5 elders who are, you know, at the head of the, who command all the Seraphims, and they have, like, you know, they have authority over Vegapunk. So if they want to issue an order, the Seraphims have to follow the 5 elders over Vegapunk, and then it goes Vegapunk, and then you know, Sentomaru, which Sentomaru is, like, right underneath Vegapunk, and then anybody else who has, like, a authority chip. And apparently, Sentomaru can override the CP0's, like, you know, command of the Seraphims. And S-Bear, which is Kuma Seraphim, goes on, like, a rampage and starts blasting and everything like that. So, yeah. But, like, this is crazy. And then, basically, you know, Straw Hat, you know, well, Luffy, you know, says to, you know, Sentomaru, you know, he gives him a nickname, which is, you know, a battle axe, which is kind of funny. And, you know, they talk, and they basically form a bit of an alliance, I guess you could say. And I guess Sentomaru is going to help out Luffy, versus CP0. And then we see at the very end of the chapter, which is, you know, Lucci, in his awakened form, just goes, handgun, and puts his whole, you know, puts his whole hand through, you know, Sentomaru, and cuts him, and Sentomaru looks like he's down for the count. And yeah. And basically, now that Sentomaru has been taken out, now Lucci can, you know, take control of the Seraphims. I'm pretty sure Vegapunk can go over the loudspeaker and say, Seraphims, you know, power down, or, like, you know, or, like, you know, or help the Straw Hats or something like that. But, like, now the Seraphims are underneath CP0's, like, you know, command, and they're probably going to verse Luffy now, and that's pretty scary, I guess you could say, because the Seraphims are pretty damn strong. And yeah. So honestly, this chapter, I don't know how to feel about it. There's a lot that happened in this chapter. Like this part here with Luffy, with the sun god Nika, and apparently all the Devil Fruits were created by the sun god Nika. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what the chapter is implying, that, the sun god Nika is, he created all of the Devil Fruits in the Void Century, I'm pretty sure, because it says that his name has been wiped from existence, and I'm pretty sure that the Sun God Nika is going to be connected to the Void Century. We know it's been connected to the Void Century because of Zunisha and everything like that. But at the same time, with Lucci's awakened fruit, that I don't really understand that, because because Kaido, I have to bring this up. Kaido is not awakened. There was never a time in Wano where Kaido wasn't, and it said Kaido is an awakened, mythical Zoan user of the Azure Dragon Fruit. He was never stated to be awakened. And I always thought that, yeah, I guess he could be awakened. I don't know. Oda never said. So, Lucci is awakened. Could we please, Vegapunk, if you're going to explain anything about Devil Fruits, can you please explain the awakening process about how a Devil Fruit awakens? Because I want to know, because there seems to be a set of requirements for an awakened Devil Fruit, because we thought, does the person have to have the fruit for a very, very long time? Do you have to keep on using the fruit? Do you have to keep, do you have to, die like Luffy did to awaken your Devil Fruit or something like that? Please explain to me how the awakened Devil Fruit works, because that still is, bugging me, because I understand the Devil Fruits and everything like that, and their powers and the different things going on, but awakenings are very, different, and I want to understand what's going on, because, I'm what the fuck? How is Lucci an awakened, leopard fruit, and he looks like a Gear 5 Luffy, just with, black flames instead of white flames, I guess you could say, or white clouds, or whatever you want to call it, and now he is and he with a leopard print on. This is crazy. Honestly, this chapter is crazy, and I don't know how to explain this to you. And if anyone in the comment section could tell me down below what's going on in this chapter, it is crazy. Honestly, this is going to be the topic for a very, very long time, until the next chapter comes out. How is Lucci able to, square off against Luffy in his Gear 5 state? And this whole thing with the Sun God Nika basically being, creating all the Devil Fruits. I don't understand this. There's so much going on, and I would need an analysis video, dot pointing everything about this, honestly. And I'm probably not the YouTuber to do it. I'm probably, you're probably better off looking at Tekken 101 or King of Lightning to, dot this down and say, what's going on, because I don't understand this. So yeah. So honestly, there's way too much that's going on in this chapter, but this chapter was great. I love this chapter. It's a great chapter. I would give this a good solid 8 out of 10. I love this, but there was way too much going on, and my little brain cannot think straight, honestly. So yeah, but anyways, that is basically my 2 cents on the chapter. There's not very much else to talk about. There's just this is basically the main the main thing that I wanted to talk about when it comes to the chapter. The whole Sun God Nika, being, having, created all the devil fruits, and also Lucci's new form, the awakened leopard fruit, and his design and everything like that. And also Kizaru is coming to the Egghead Island. He's already left, so Kizaru is kind of come in as well, and Kainu is talking to, some other, higher up Marines and everything like that. And yeah, but other than that, next chapter, I really want to know what's going to happen, next, because there's obviously going to be, we're going to see more about, Lucci versus Luffy, and maybe the Seraphim, are going to fight Luffy. Who knows? We're probably going to go to space at some point because of the whole, alien existence thing, that has to imply something about space. We're probably going to go to space at some point in One Piece. It's been implied for, many chapters that we're going to go to space. It's been hinted at, so we're probably going to go to space at some point, and it's probably going to be connected to the Void Century or something like that. Like, holy shit, there's so much that happened in this chapter. If you have not read this chapter, go and read this chapter. I don't know why you would be watching this video, but whatever. But it's but yeah, I love this chapter. But anyways, I'm pretty sure this is going to trigger a couple of people, Luffy versus Lucci, and them being on, like, the same level. And it did trigger me at first. I was like, how is Lucci on the same level as Luffy in Gear 5? Like, this shouldn't be a thing. Like, honestly, like, like, I get that he's awakened, but still, like, this doesn't make any sense. But anyways, until next time, I'll talk to you guys later, and have an awesome day.